Now, Komani in the Eastern Cape remains shut down. The communities over weeks of unstable power supply. Residents accuse the municipality of ignoring their plight. Today, residents are vowing to intensify the shutdown. eNCA's Ronald Masinda is there with the very latest for us. Ronald, just give us a bit of insight. What exactly is at the heart of this protest? Yes, they've shut down. They haven't had electricity. What else is at the heart of this?
Good morning, Fundo. Well, in case, first of all, you're wondering why we're doing our next interview indoors, that's because of safety concerns raised by the eNCA local municipality. This as thousands of protesters in Komani are complaining about issues such as a lack of electricity and water, as well as just basically infrastructure that has decayed for decades in this particular part of the world. Without any further ado, I want to speak to one of the senior members here at the eNCA local municipality. Thank you so much, Apiwe, for your time. People have been complaining, and not for the first time, but it seems like now they are completely frustrated. Why?
Thank you, Ronald. People are frustrated because of the service delivery problems, as you have mentioned, the water crisis, roads, the potholes, the cleanliness of the town, and generally the services that they are expecting, and most importantly the electricity problems that they've experienced during December and particularly now in January. That's the main reason.
You've mentioned things that we know, but whose fault is it? Surely the onus is on your municipality.
Thank you again, Ronald. Yes, we have a responsibility of making sure that we address these service delivery problems. And the leadership that is leading the municipality and the administration that is leading the municipality is currently addressing those problems. Is currently addressing the problems of electricity. The power stations, for instance, that they've been complaining about, that had switched off because of the infrastructure that have decayed, have been fixed. And by the time that the unrest was being organized, the municipality was busy at work fixing those power stations. That is why today you have those power stations functioning and electricity back on to the communities. The issues of potholes that communities have been complaining about, they are currently being patched, those potholes. And I think the only day the staff could not work was yesterday when the protest started. But such problems that they were facing, they are being addressed. The illegal dumpings, for instance, that have been there for years, as you have mentioned, they are being addressed as we speak. The trucks and communities can attest to that. When you go even on the website, they are being addressed. The trucks are on sites on those illegal dumpings before the protest, obviously. And after the town is back to normal again, the infrastructure, the tools of trade, the trucks that we have, limited as they are, they will be back on site and cleaning the town, those dumping sites. The pruning of trees is currently happening as we speak. The cutting of the grass that they've been complaining about is currently happening. And obviously the electricity problem that is happening due to the fact that the population is growing.
How much you owe ESCOM at the moment?
The amount that we owe ESCOM, as ESCOM stipulated, it's close to R1 billion. That's the amount that ESCOM had stipulated. But we have requested a meeting, a formal meeting with ESCOM, because we do believe that that debt does not amount to that close to R1 billion, as I've mentioned, because there are areas where we are responsible of, but they are included on the bill of ESCOM.
Why would ESCOM, let me come in there, why would ESCOM come up with that amount then? And if they take you to court, how will you defend yourselves?
That's why, Mr. Ronald, I said we have arranged a meeting. We're waiting for their response to have a meeting with ESCOM so that we get on why are they bringing that amount, and such that we can bring the information that we have, that look, you have billed us for these areas are under us. Can you please then address that, or why would you do such a thing? We get such clarities so that we agree on the amount that we owe ESCOM. Yes, ESCOM, we have went to court with ESCOM, and we have made arrangements in terms of the payment process in addressing the Eskom debt. And the current account, which is with Eskom, we are able to pay the current account. Then the problems that we have to then address is the historical debt that we have with Eskom, which again, if all the systems and controls that the municipality have put in place, the municipality is allowed then to implement those systems and those controls such that we generate revenue, people pay electricity as it would be expected, so that we can be able to address even the historical debt that we have with Eskom.
Let me wrap quickly with this question. I mean, there are communities that have been complaining being without electricity for weeks. I mean, my phone has been inundated with calls and messages. Then suddenly electricity is restored, and they say that this happened shortly before the Secretary General, Fikile Mbalula, was part of the celebrations that took place here. How much of this is true?
It's not entirely true, Mr. Ronald. A typical example, as I've mentioned, you had electricity that was down in Top Town. It has been restored last night. Fikile Mbalula was here that other week. So that would not be entirely true. The reason why we have this challenge, National Treasury had withheld the grant that was meant for the municipality. We had to go to court in order for National Treasury to release the grant that is due to the municipality. And when we won in court, the grant was released. So we had anticipated, because it's December, many people are coming back home, so the load gets to increase. So we had anticipated those faults because of the infrastructure that we have, that is an old infrastructure. So we could not be able to attend to those faults as they came through, which is during December and in January, because of the lack of funds to do so. But when we won in court and the funds were inserted in the municipality, then we were able to then address those challenges that we had anticipated, because we know during winter season, during December and January, we get to have these problems. So that's why we then plan ahead to say, when we have these faults, this is how we then attend them. But this time around, we could not be able to attend them due to the lack of funds.
All right, Aphiwe, let's leave it there. Thank you for your time. Well, there you have it. Mfundo, clearly a local municipality that is grappling with infrastructure problems. It's back to you for now.